Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Reach coming to you. I don't do reviews of main events all that often, but I honestly have heard a lot about this match tonight, and I thought I would go out of my way to check it out. Nikki Bella on the Bella's Twitter account went as far to say that she thinks this was a big stride for the Divas, and hoping because of this one match, the Divas division would get more time. And what do you know? As I'm talking to you, I'm getting a tweet or a text from my friend Victor at Guy in Green, WWE, one of the biggest Paige fans there is, and that's who this match is about. Paige versus Nikki Bella. This is going to be a pretty big match. I thought that this was going to be a good, fun women's wrestling match, as in the main event slot of main event. As everybody knows from watching main events, the first match is always the most important one, and from there on out, it just sort of fizzles on down. And sad to say, Jack Swagger wrestled in the last match on main event tonight. Short of showing you where my guy has fallen to since losing that last match to Rusev. But this has been this was a fun episode. I thought the Paige versus Nikki Bella was an excellent Divas match. I know that there's better women's wrestling out there in the world, but when it comes down to it, I watch WWE more than I watch anything else out there. And Paige, when she came up from NXT and joined the main roster, I made a big deal about her, and I was saying that she's going to be a great wrestler. Her and AJ were going to go on and have an awesome feud, exchanging great matches, and it's sort of going to bring a new style of divas in the WWE. Girls like Emma. You got girls like Charlotte, and a lot of girls coming up right now that are really, they're not models like we've seen in the past. These are girls that actually know how to wrestle, and they get in there and they work. It turns out that, in my opinion, the Paige versus AJ matches honestly didn't really deliver, but somehow they found magic in that ring tonight with Paige versus Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella got the advantage in the match first, where basically Nikki Bella was beating down on Paige, holding her down on the outside. They were accompanied by their partners in crime, I guess you can say. Nikki Bella had Brie out there, as she always would, for Twin Magic, and Paige brought her new best friend, Natalya, down to the ring, even though they were sort of feuding on Total Divas. They try to keep everything together, even though I made a big rant about this on Sunday after I watched Total Divas. Basically, it seems like the storylines are 4 months behind. You have to wait until it's on Total Divas to finally get the payoff to see what's going down. But Paige and Natalya are best friends now. So I guess maybe they're going to make up for the whole pot brownie mix-up, and Natalya thinking that she ate pot and she backed into a dumpster, and all sorts of shit like that. But basically, Nikki was able to get the first advantage on Paige. Paige was able to make the comeback. During the match, Nikki was trying to say that she was better than Paige, trying to hold her down. She even tried to pin by just putting her foot on top of her, WrestleMania style, the way that the Ultimate Warrior pinned the Macho Man Randy Savage in the retirement match. She was only able to get a 1 count before she was able to sort of kick out. And then from there, Nikki worked over to the shoulder. She tried to go for another pin that didn't work, and then she took that and put it into a submission hold. Nikki was just, she was getting 2 counts. She hit a clothesline on Paige. She got another 2 count, and it was just working it over. And honestly, when it comes down to it, this is probably one of the longest Divas matches that we've seen, pay-per-view style, television style, just about anything that it comes down to. From there, basically, Paige was able to make the comeback, and Paige was able to get the win, and I marked out. I was going crazy. I thought that this was awesome. I thought that they were bringing life to the WWE Network. I know that they've made the announcement that finally, what is today? Today's like the 6th. So I think like in about a matter of about 10 days, I think that the date is the 17th, the WWE Network will be launching in the UK and in Ireland. It's going to cost you guys a little bit of money over there. You guys are really going to have to want it. I don't know why the price is so high. I don't know if this is one of the things that they had to work out why it didn't launch when it was supposed to. But I feel bad for you guys, but I know that you guys are big time wrestling fans, and you guys will step up to the plate and you guys will pay for it. But I was thinking, putting a title change, even if it is the Divas division, on main event is going to make the main event show seem like this is something that's really going down. If you think about the last Backstage Pass they did around Halloween time, when they did the United States Championship change, where it was Rusev beating Sheamus, that was a big deal. Everybody went to the network that night after Monday Night Raw, and that was a big, plus. For those people to get that. But it ends up being that this was a non-championship match. I was marking out for nothing. I've done this before for Monday Night Raw, just not paying attention during the introduction, and it is what it is. But this is going to be a fun feud. Hopefully these girls will have a match at the Royal Rumble. It won't be any kind of a tag. It'll just be a one-on-one, no outside interference, and they see that these girls can step up to the plate and do it again, because this was a damn good match. From there, we went to a whole bunch of stuff from Monday Night Raw, interviews with Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and the Ryback, talking about being fired. I know that Ryback was supposed to have a feud with Rusev. Rusev came out there and delivered a promo for a little bit. And from there we went to R-Truth having a match against Fandango, where Fandango got the easy win. And from there we went to the last match, which would normally be the main event of main events, but this is just a match that doesn't really mean anything. Titus O'Neil going up against Jack Swagger, where Titus actually got to deliver a promo on his way down to the ring. And I was like, hey, I get to see my boy Jack get a big win. What do you know? Titus O'Neil hits him with a big boot. And the Clash of a Titus for the win. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Jack. I don't know what's going on with you anymore, but you're in a bad spot, and we got to dig you out of this hole like we've done a few times before. But Titus O'Neil getting a win on main event for Jack Swagger. Who would have known?